So the first trailer for One Punch Man Season 3 officially just dropped, and to say that my feelings on it are all over the place would be putting it extremely lightly. To get into the meat and potatoes, it has been confirmed that J.C Staff will be picking up the mantle on Season 3, which honestly has made the trailer announcement more baffling than it should have been. I mean, why leave people in the dark about One Punch Man Season 3 for so long if all of this time, the same studio was going to continue to adapt the series and not have a studio change? But that's just my personal opinion on that. Nonetheless, we're finally here. After many years of waiting, we finally have a peek of what to possibly expect from Season 3, and honestly, things are looking good. Really good, in fact. Now, for full transparency and context, I am one of the few people who actually enjoyed the second season of One Punch Man, despite the many shortcomings it does have. I was also a manga reader at the time watching it, so I could have easily been on the camp on hating on it, but I found the experience quite enjoyable and felt like the season hit all of the notes it needed in regards to the introduction of Garo and all of his scenes being good looking, all things considered. The one aspect that bothered everyone about Season 2, me included, was not just the animation, but also the color composition. It was rough around the edges, which completely goes against what was done in Season 1. Which is a great segue into talking about the new trailer, as the first big improvement that was done, which you can see, was the colors. Everything looked extremely clean, while also having some of the look of Season 2 at the same time, which if you aren't a fan of, that's fine, but for me, that's all I really asked for. The bits and pieces of animation that we see with Garo, Bug God, and Royal Ripper looked phenomenal as short as it was, and if that's going to be the standard, then things are looking extremely good to say the least. The art is also way better, with shots like young Saitama and Kurt Saitama in his One Punch Man suit looking absolutely gorgeous, and the ending shot of the trailer with Garo was incredible. Even though the anime isn't going to do justice to the manga in an art sense, I mean, when you have a guy like Yusuke Murata illustrating it, you kind of have to do the best you can because you're not going to beat him. Looking at this trailer, I definitely see that effort has been put in compared to last time. The music was also chilling, which has me extremely excited on how the OST will fare with the many anticipated moments that will be adapted in Season 3, and overall, I believe that J.C Staff definitely heard the criticism surrounding Season 2, and instead of just giving up and giving it to another studio, they kept it and decided to essentially lock the fuck in. So if this trailer is any indication of how One Punch Man Season 3 will look, at least to some extent, this is the first trailer to be fair, then I honestly think we're in good hands for a season better than Season 2 was by all accounts and metrics. What motivated me to make this video wasn't necessarily just the trailer. I guess you could say it was the catalyst, but more so what I feel like is the perpetual discourse around the anime adaptation of One Punch Man ever since the second season ended. I believe that many people's expectations of how One Punch Man's anime should look like has been damaged by how incredibly fantastic the first season was. I don't want the takeaway to be that people should settle for less, as that does no one any favors. However, I do believe that there is a difference between not settling for less and also asking for the impossible. I don't know if people just aren't aware or if they have forgotten, but the reason as to why One Punch Man Season 1 was as good as it was had to do with a huge amount of freelancers who were not even working for Madhouse at the time coming together as if it was a class project with some of the best animators in the industry who just so happened to be available and cooked something spectacular and will be remembered for a long time. That is something that just can't be replicated, or at least not with the snap of a finger like people are expecting. I have a feeling that no matter what J.C Staff does with Season 3, whether they redeem themselves entirely or not, people will probably still look at Season 3 and say the first season was better, which could and more than likely be true, but that is not reasonable in any capacity or sense. As much as I would like for One Punch Man Season 1 to be the standard of animation in the anime industry, it is not. And even if it was, there's still so much to consider. Like, let's not forget that not too long ago, JJK Season 2 production-wise was close to crumble under the pressure during the peak of Shibuya arc. I definitely recommend people to hamper and lower their expectations regarding Season 3 of One Punch Man while also being fair and critical whenever possible. Things are looking extremely hopeful as a One Punch Man fan who has been waiting for more news for years, but I don't want to let myself or others get carried away and think that we're going to witness quality that matches Season 1. Would be great if that happened, but let's not hold our breath for it and just see what happens when it airs. That's really all I had to say for this video, so leave your thoughts in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like and subscribe to the channel with the notification bell to never miss a video of mine. Here are 2 videos that I recommend you to watch immediately, and with that, hope you guys have a wonderful rest of the day wherever you are. See you guys next time.